What's up, people? It's your boy, Richard Valentine,
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy K Love.
and this is Get Off the Ox. Now, this is the premiere episode, the first episode ever of Get Off the Ox podcast. How do you feel about it, K-Love?
Man, I'm excited. You know, the first podcast with my boy, and we're going to talk about some good stuff today. So I'm excited what we got on the table.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's get into it. We're going to do this little section called This Week in Entertainment. So basically, we got a few things. So, Den of Thieves 2 Pantera opened up with a 15.5 million domestic opening from 3,008 theaters. Gerard Butler's Heist sequel, you know, you probably watched the original Den of Thieves, right?
Yeah, definitely. That one was real good, man. I like how the opening shot and everything was. Like, it's nothing like it, man. I like that LA vibe, like that true crime scene, like just vibe. I just love that about that movie, especially. And I can't wait to see number 2. I haven't seen it yet, but it's just like, I know it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see that thing. So the first one was dope. I know the whole Robin thing reminded me of Heat, kind of, you know, that first one. So yeah, that thing was dope.
Yeah, I really liked it too. I still haven't seen it either. And then we also got Mufasa, the Lion King. That opened up to 13.2 million domestically. And then sorry guys, 188.8 million total since it's been out. And then it's 540 million globally. Disney says that the prequel has made up to $200 million, so they project that it's going to get there. At the end of the year, we also got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 cinema right there. That's gotten $204 million domestically. And then we got the one I just watched, but Kaylin hasn't watched, so we can't talk about it yet.
Now, if you go back on the Sonic though, like, to be honest though, they couldn't have the perfect Eggman, Jim Carrey, bro. Like, there's no other Eggman. So for here on out, we just need Jim Carrey. Like, he's perfect for that part, bro. He's definitely perfect. Like, he plays a perfect Eggman. Like, if you guys play like the video games and everything, I know Eggman is a big guy, but the character to be able to pull that off, like Jim Carrey, no other. Like, he fits. He definitely fits.
Oh no, definitely. And I watched the first Sonic movie. I haven't watched the other two, but I don't know. It was a pretty good movie for, it's a Sonic movie, so it's not, Nosferatu. but it does the justice.
I'm glad they got it right though, because I remember when they first started making the Sonic movie. Remember they had the drawings all off. Like, they was talking about his shoes. They didn't know if they was gonna make it like how Pokemon was, and I think they kind of actually did. Like, if you look at Pokemon and you look at Sonic and his fur and everything, like, it kind of like similar. So I'm glad they got that right, bro, because that's our generation and everything. You don't mess up Sonic.
Yeah, I love how we bullied a whole studio to like fix their stuff. We need to do that more. We need to bring back bullying. That's what I'm trying to say. We need to bring back bullying, as long as it's towards like MGM or some other studio. I'm not gonna name anymore because I'm trying to get funding. But yeah, Nosferatu, 80. What was it? Oh yeah, 81.8 million domestically. And I guess it's been out for like a month now, but globally it's made up to 135 million. GDP's worth the country, or the entire GDP of some countries was made, globally. So that's cool. And that was by Focus Features. They got a bunch of BTS content if you guys want to watch that. Talking with like all the actors and they got like a whole documentary about the like audio design and stuff. Like the sound design of the movie is pretty cool. And you already know, Moana 2 with The Rock. How much did we make domestically in total? $434 million. But that's not all, folks. Globally, $989 million globally. Sorry, I can't read, guys. I went to public school. How do you feel about Moana 2?
Nah, Moana is pretty dope, man. I think the first one, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The first one's pretty cool, but when I went to see Moana 2, I fell asleep Like it wasn't not because it was bad, but I had a long day. And I know, me and one of my friends, we went to go watch it, and she was like, "You sleep?" I was like, "Yeah," but it's pretty dope. I like to be honest, what gets me about Moana though is the culture that it brings. You know what I mean? Everybody from like Hawaii and just that culture just striking, and just Disney never really go wrong with their animation. That's one of the biggest things I just love about Disney. But it was pretty fun. I think there's some good lessons in that movie too as well. But ocean, water, The Rock, he's a big time actor. Um, I'm tired of seeing all like the little live pictures of like that Moana may be live. Hopefully we get to see Moana like a live action, but right now Disney works just fine, bro. And as you can tell, almost $1 billion globally. They can't go wrong with what they doing.
Nah, yeah, I definitely saw that. I was about to bring that up too. That they might be making a live action version of Moana, and The Rock's like, The Rock, but in a wig.
Big arms he got. Now them Rock big, but nah, he ain't. We got Maui fat, so they had to add on some prosthetics.
Yeah,
Don't they got isn't Zendaya playing Moana the girl?
I mean, she'd be a good pick.
Yeah, I think get Zendaya in there, man. You know what I'm saying? They talk, hey, what is it? Euphoria, Euphoria. How you say that thing?
Euphoria.
Yeah, Euphoria. People cannot get that out of their head that she played that junk. But I don't know what that movie was when she was a tennis player and she was like playing around.
Challengers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. So she needs some Disney around herself. Get all this out of this dark stuff. She needs some Disney around her. Go ahead.
Did you know that her and Tom Holland are officially engaged?
No, I did not.
They're officially engaged.
I thought Zendaya will never get locked down.
She got locked down by the goofy British dude.
Hey, bro. What's up with them Britain guys, man? They coming over here. They getting all the acting roles. Nah, let me stop. They doing their thing, though, man. So, yeah, that's interesting to see. Let's see. Hopefully they can keep it locked. You know what I mean? Actors doing their thing. And, yeah, just stay out of media. You be all right.
No. That's fair. That's fair. We also have A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan biopic. It's got 5.5 million this week and overall 50 million. So compared to other numbers, it ain't that crazy, but there's a lot of people hating on Timothée Chalamet. I think he put in the preparation for it, and I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it though. That's the other movie I need to watch. Nosferatu was cool, but like I said, I can't talk about it. And I gotta watch a Complete Unknown, so I can't really talk about it. I've just seen like the behind the scenes and everything. Like he been getting ready for this movie for like 7 years. It's crazy. Like he went to some of the same places that Bob Dylan was at. I don't think he said he ever talked to Bob Dylan. I saw some stuff too about Bob Dylan memeing on him. He was like, "Hey, next time I'm going to be in a biopic about Timothée Chalamet, and I'm playing Timothée Chalamet." So Bob Dylan throwing some shade, but I mean, I feel like he did. I mean, that's just Bob Dylan, He do what he do. But yeah, the next movie is Wicked. That made $458 million domestically. Yeah, and then globally it made $698 million, which I'm honestly surprised because everywhere I went, people were just like, the whole, like what they did with Barbie and Oppenheimer, they did the same thing with Wicked. But like, I figured like it'd be in almost $1 billion too.
Man, I think it was still a good idea though, like to showcase the witch's story, right? Because that's pretty much what it was about. Like before she turned all like bad, but to see Ariana Grande in there and to see what's her name, Cynthia Erivo, I believe that's her name. Yeah, she kind of looked like that one girl that played in 42, but it actually is not her. But Cynthia Erivo, she played in Harriet, and she did a good job in that. But to see the Wizard of Oz just story, even back in the classics, you can go all the way back to where the Oz when the Wiz. It was Michael Jackson. He played the Scarecrow and all that. So man, that they couldn't mess that up, man. I haven't seen it yet, but I think it'll be a good film to watch. You guys go check that out, Wicked. I think that just the whole the fantasy world behind everything, man. Like those really strike audiences. So you can't go wrong with those. So.
No doubt. And I didn't know that they already released Harriet or whatever. That's the Harriet Tubman story, right?
Yeah, I believe it's like 2019 it came out.
Shoo! I gotta go watch it. I want to see Cynthia Erivo, hit somebody with a butt stock because they ain't going fast enough. Yeah. Baby Girl, that's got what's her name in it? The name will come to me. But that's got 21.7 million, 824. Nicole Kidman, that's what I was thinking of. Nicole Kidman. I mean, yeah, that sort of had some mixed reviews too, because I don't know, 824, they haven't been. I mean, they've had, I think, Anora. Anora was one of their movies that they just now released.
I do know what Civil War. Don't get me mistaken. Didn't they do Civil War?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one right there. People still holding on to Civil War right now. But I used to remember but didn't A24? Didn't they do like horror stuff? I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
Yeah, they do a bunch of horror stuff, but now it's more like they just produce like pretty much anything. Like they made a new movie called Queer that got what's his name in it? James Bond in it. Daniel Craig. But yeah, it seems like I don't know. They used to have like a lot of really good movies, and it seems like the last year or so, like they only have like 2 good movies a year, maybe. Like I think Anora was the last one that had a lot of hype around it. Oh snap.
Oh, they did Uncut Gems too.
Oh, Uncut Gems, yeah, that's a good. That was what got.
And talk to me. People love talk to me when they touch that little hand. You go to sleep. You're done. But I would have never touched that joint. I don't know why. You always get You put that thing in front of me. I'll be like, yeah, go ahead. I wouldn't even been in the room playing with voodoo stuff and all that. Remember that movie? I know we're going off a little bit. Remember that movie Ouija with the whole Ouija board thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were just playing around. That's kind of how that reminds me of that, you know? But yeah, brother, I ain't touching no stone hand. You can miss me with that.
Talk your shit.
But I did like Uncut Gems though. That movie was really dope. You know, Adam Sandler and they had my boy KG in that movie. Yeah, y'all. That's one thing about me. I'm a Celtics fan, big Celtics fan. But anyway, that's another day, another
time. Yeah, don't worry about going too far. Remember, we gotta fill up an hour worth of chat. The Last Showgirl. I didn't even know this was a thing. I guess it's a documentary. The Last Showgirl. But it's made only like 1.53 million. So depending on how much they put into it, which they probably put some money into it, yeah, that thing is probably a flop. Probably a flop.
What was it? Pamela Anderson.
Oh yeah. Kiernan Shipka. I love that girl.
Got Dave Bautista.
Nah. Yeah, that. I gotta do more research on that. I honestly, this is the first time I heard about that joint. I don't even know what it is. Oh, let's see. The Brutalist. That thing just came out. That got my boy in it from The Pianist. But he just now started this joint. This is A24. This one's probably gonna go pretty big. It's got all the cinephiles in there, you know. Yeah, it's like Andrew something. Adrian Brody. He was in The Pianist. Yeah, but it's at 1.9 million domestic right now. This week. Oh, and it's only been out for like 2 weeks, I think. So this is pretty good. They're making like $1 million a week. Yeah. Now he was really good in The Pianist. Like that ain't was.
He had some good movies. Oh yeah. He was in King Kong. Oh yeah. He was in Predators. That's the one. Yeah, he was the military guy. But I remember seeing him in Predators. And definitely in King Kong.
Oh yeah.
And Cadillac Records. He was in Cadillac Records too. You remember when they had Beyonce and all that too?
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. That was about Motown, right?
Yeah,
Motown Records.
Yeah, it was. You had your boy Mos Def in there. Big Cedric Entertainer. You even had Gabrielle in there, and fabulous, beautiful Beyonce. Old time movie, y'all, came out 2008. You might want to check that out if you haven't. Director, what's her name? Darnell Martin did her thing on that too. So it was a pretty good movie, man. But Nah, he's a pretty good actor though. But the main one I remember him in was Predators for sure, and then and the other one what did I just say? What? Let's see, and King Kong.
King Kong.
Yeah, and actually that's the one what in 2005 like. That movie was super duper long. I think all King Kongs are long, but that one though, what he was in, that one was super. You would definitely talk about falling asleep on the movie. You're like, nah, you might, but King Kong, you shouldn't fall asleep on that. But yeah, he's a really good actor though. Adrian Brody.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Heck yeah. Streaming world, the most ambitious team just collapsed. What's this say? Venue. Oh, I guess Venue was Disney. It was a Disney project. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like Fubo. Underdog Fubo blocked the launch. Antitrust suit. Oh, so they suing them hoes. That's crazy. Fubo TV. Yeah, I don't know. I can't talk too much about that. I don't know anything about it. But the UFC swinging big in the next media rights deal. So they about to make a. What are they about to make? What's the thing say?
Whatever they doing like 450 million ESPN package. After 7 years of a partnership with that Transform, then from the scrappy outside to the mainstream sensation. So basically, they competing. They're about to be in alongside with the NFL and NBA playbook by potentially splitting rights between multiple buyers. So they're trying to compete with the sports. You know what I mean? NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and you guys out there love some good old hockey. But you know, dealing with a $5 billion WWE deal to make WWE Raw the first ever weekly live program. So it sounded like to me that UFC really just trying to make a good deal to keep up. Well, not even really to keep up, but they're just trying to make sure they're at the table going in 2025, man, with NFL, NBA, MLB. But to be honest, man, I already said this before. I'm a big boxing fan. Some boxing fans may not agree with me on this, but to be honest though, bro, like, and see, we get more fights, bigger fights that's going on. We got Gervonta Tank Davis doing this thing. You know, you got Terrence Crawford. You know, and you got Saul. You know what I'm saying? Canelo doing this thing, but UFC been had it, bro. It's just new faces hit the scene all the time, and Dana White do his thing out there with UFC, man. He don't. If you on his roster, you fighting. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be too much playing around. There's almost a fight. You can guarantee there's probably almost a fight in UFC every day. Somebody's fighting in the UFC, so it makes sense. You know, it makes sense. So in my opinion, I think the UFC watch time hours is higher than boxing right now.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah. Nah, UFC's definitely like got good backing on it. Like, Dana White doing his thing, boy. Joe Rogan doing his thing.
And there's not so many belts, I don't think, as it is in boxing. There's like a lot of belts in boxing. As far as UFC, I think there may only be 3 champions in a division. I'm not sure, but I know that like there's like not too many guys holding belts in UFC, and then a champion can just get knocked out. Like I mean, it's not always happening, but even then, it's like that belt see a good amount of fighters. It don't really stay too long with fighters. You got John Jones. You had what's his name? Izzy. So Adesanya. Then who else? What was the other guy? Forgot. He beat Adesanya. I forgot his name right now, but yeah, man, UFC deserves it though. They deserve to be around those guys, the other sports and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and Prime Video is dipping its toes in new waters. It looks like they're trying to get into the late night game. Like the late night, the Jimmy Kimmels and all that joint. Those joints they're trying to buy the people from like, NBC and all those guys to get them on. I guess like late night TV, but it's already gonna be. I'm honestly don't know what their ideas behind that is, but it looks like Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to like make some late night shows on Prime Video, from what I'm seeing.
Is it Amazon?
Yeah, this the Prime Video, the Prime Video.
I done told everybody, man. Y'all see it now, but to be honest, like these streaming services doing like wash and repeat or rinse and repeat or whatever. It's like they're taking away cable TV, to be honest. And I done said it before. These streaming services are about to be the new TV channels. They're trying to turn into TV services. That's how I believe. That's how I look at it. Like when Netflix did the whole Tyson versus Paul, the or the Logan brothers or whatever. I think that took over the game by far because basically it was just live television. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it was. They were just streaming. So I do believe that these like what is it? Prime, Hulu, Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Disney. These are going to be just channels, bro. They're going to be TV networks. That's what they're doing. Yeah, I see it. We're gonna be on there too, but they that's what they are now, and it's just like, all right, cool. You don't need cable no more. Like that's been gone. Like I don't even have cable, and I say that I completely just run my whole crib off internet. So yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I have like a lot of streaming sites that I use, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, cable is done.
Yeah, I got rid of Netflix just because it was just extra money in my that I was throwing towards other people's movies whenever I could be throwing it towards joints that we making. And yeah, really all I got is Prime Video and what's it called? Tubi. That's really the only two I got. So but Prime Video's got some good stuff on it, and then Max also got some good stuff on it. It's really they're both like the same thing right now. But
like Prime, I believe like Prime. There's a lot of places with like TV shows, but I feel like Prime and Hulu, those are like really good for like the TV shows. They may not have everything you have like one on there, but like I ain't gonna lie, the last pretty much TV show I was really into like that, y'all, and I'm waiting on a new season is Shogun. And I was watching that about the whole, Asian, Japanese, all that stuff. So it was just really interesting to see. And they had I forgot his name. They had our boy in there, who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. And I'm gonna gotta get his name. I'm trying to think of his name right now. But I'm probably gonna even say it wrong when I see his name. Um but yeah, I think that is definitely a good site for like TV shows, what have you. Anything. What's his name? Ooh, yeah, the guy who played your Lord Yoshi Toranaga. His name is what is that? Hiroyuki.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yeah, Hiroyuki Sanada. That dude is dope, bro. Like especially when he was in Mortal Kombat. He played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, bro. That joint was hard.
He said, "Get over here, get over here."
Let's see. Yeah, that's it.
Caleb going down the rabbit hole right now.
I'm trying to figure out. Cause bro. It's like when you see good acting though, you gotta call it out, bro. And I didn't pull up the old John. Yep, see, he plays Scorpion, and my boy, who did Sub-Zero? Joe Taslim. I'm saying it right, Taslim. He did Sub-Zero. Ain't gonna lie, my boy Louis Tan did a good Ko Young. But I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of a little disappointed in Kang. Cause I just feel like they could have gave us just a little bit better of a Liu Kang. In my opinion, Liu Kang's that Nick. Liu Kang is real. You know what I'm saying? And we just needed a good Liu Kang. Lower rating to this thing though.
I'm Liu Kang.
Yeah.
You ever see that video where he's like, "I'm Liu Kang"? Oh no, he's like, "Yeah, this girl told me that we're gonna come over to Smash or come over and play Smash Bros or something." And it's like, "But no, I'm Liu Kang. Why are you taking your clothes off?"
Nah. We need a Tekken movie.
Taken?
A Tekken, yeah. We need a Tekken movie, like the
Oh,
fighter.
Tekken.
Yeah.
I thought you said Taken.
Nah. We need a Tekken movie. Oh my gosh, bro. We had a Tekken movie.
Street Fighter.
A Street Fighter too.
Dragon Ball Z.
Well, they tried to do Dragon Ball Z. It went down, bro. It went down. I like if you go out there, I forgot where you can find that junk, but they did make a Dragon Ball Z movie, but it tanked. It really tanked.
Amazon Prime, give us a deal. We'll make a Dragon Ball Z movie. Goku with the tail and everything. Make it a 3-part series. That's really the only way that you can do a TV show properly. Like putting it into a movie, you have to do like 3-hour movies, like The Hobbit. That's really the only way you can do it.
Bro, them Lord of the Rings be long.
Dude, have you seen the extended version? The extended version is like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, dog, what? I don't need to see this much.
You could literally watch Lord of the Rings, go to sleep, and wake up and be in the same scene, bro. I'm telling you, I that's how it always feels to me when I'm watching Lord of the Rings. I'm like, they didn't finish fighting yet, but like I said, they put a lot of effort into that. I seen them behind the scenes of that show, man. A lot of that stuff be done on the computer. Those big old fields and all those people, y'all. Don't ever believe that. They don't have 50 million people on that set in the battlefield. Some of that stuff, they probably have like a good about what? Probably 1,500 people, and then the rest be computer. So yeah, but it's amazing how they build those sets though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Now if you start Lord of the Rings if you start The Hobbit in the morning and you watch all the Hobbits and all the Lord of the Rings, it lasts all day. Literally all day. And if they make another 3 movies, I don't even know if there's another book. I don't read, guys. But if they make another 3, bruh, it's over. That's why whenever I was watching the Harry Potter series, there's like 7 of those joints.
It's amazing you about to say that because I was about to bring that up too. Like I feel like the Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. I think those are good books, like book series that they came out with movies. They did a really good job on that. I wouldn't want and I'm glad they made them movies because I wouldn't want a show in Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. I think we wouldn't need no show. Don't make no show of that. Make them Johnson movie. We'll wait, because they did good. I feel like all the Harry Potters were cool. Some people may differ from me, but I feel like all of them were cool. Even all the Lord of the Rings are cool. They just long. So yeah, I love that though. My favorite, I think, y'all know me, but I mean, there's a lot of Harry Potters, but I ain't gonna lie though. My favorite character will probably be Sirius Black. Mm-hmm. That's probably my favorite character, bro. I just and I can tell you how long ago those is. And then I like that big dude who got what's that bird bark beat? The big dude.
Are you talking about Hagrid?
Yeah. He real cool to me. Yeah. But yeah, Sirius Black. That's that guy though.
That's the guy. That's the dude. Let's see what else we got. Development. These are some stuff in development. Bong Joon-ho. I think I said that wrong. Bong Joon. He's Korean. But oh yeah, his sci-fi film with how's that in development? Is it they just Robert Pattinson? No, that's what I'm saying because they already got the trailer out. How's this joint in development? I'm opening up another thing. Because development, for anybody that's watching this or listening to this but doesn't know what development is, it's really just you getting money after you write the script. I mean, technically, writing the script's like before development, but I still put that joint in development because it doesn't take me that long to write it. But yeah, Bong Joon-ho, he made Parasite, which is like, that big movie. But yeah, what's this thing saying? South Korea 1.8. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know why they got this in the dailies for that joint. But apparently it's in development, even though we got a trailer. But that joint looked cool. You see the trailer for Mickey 17?
No, I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so basically, this guy like that Robert Pattinson plays, they have so like he's in like a space station, I'm pretty sure. But they keep making like copies of him, like clones. And then I guess like they keep making them and then like they keep dying just to like see the effect of whatever happens. And then one of them doesn't die whenever they think it's dead, and they make another copy, and then then those two copies meet, and they're like, "What?" And I guess some stuff happens after that, but that's what I get from the trailer. It looks pretty cool though. It looks pretty cool. Universal delay Shrek 5. Universal, what are we doing? We need another Shrek movie.
Somebody didn't sign a contract. I'm telling you. Usually when there's delays, I mean, it could have been like money involved, as far as like production or that's outside of the actors, but they probably trying to get what's her name, Fiona in that joint. You know what I'm saying? They might need to get Eddie Murphy. Who knows? So hopefully they figure that out, man. Hopefully they don't have to continuously delay Shrek 5. But if they're gonna delay it, we better have everybody we want to see. Just like how you said earlier, man. We give the audience what they want. So don't mess up Shrek. Please don't mess up Shrek. Because you done went a whole series already with the same folks. I'm thinking, right? I think everybody was still in it, So we need our actors, man, to bring Shrek 5 together. And I can't wait to see it whenever it come out.
Shrek 5, baby. And then we got Minions. They moved up the Minions. So they're moving up the Minions, but they're delaying Shrek 5. That's crazy. And then
I think Minions, I think that might be just a little bit more. I can see that happening. I can definitely see them pulling up Minions in front of Shrek. Because think about it, man, like the Minions are in every kid's meal, Happy Meal. The Minions are everywhere. The Minions is I don't want to say it. I think you probably can shop Minions around a little bit more than you can Shrek. Maybe. I mean, just think about it. We even see the Minions. They add the Minions in anything. Like they got their own like what commercials, bro. You'll see Minions in the middle of a football game, basketball game. Like they plant them everywhere, so they're more marketable. I would think the characters themselves because they in a group pack. They always clumsy doing stuff. They always on group, whatever his name is. But the Minions got like their own shows. Like I think that's yeah, bro. Yeah, I think a 3-year-old want to see. I mean, and then they grew up with the times. And I think Minions is like right now, like Shrek. It is kind of old. It's more for like the older generation right now, I believe. But the Minions, bro, like kids love the Minions. Bro. Minions are everywhere. They probably got a Minions ride or whatever. So yeah, Minions everywhere, bro.
no, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more marketable. But yeah, I mean, it's two different. Oh no, I grew up with Shrek, so that's why I'm like,
Yeah, me too. Minions are everywhere though.
yeah, the Minions everywhere, bro. It's scaring me. Disney Plus is producing a documentary about Caroline Flack. She was a former Love Island host. Cool. That's all I gotta say about that. Meghan Markle, Miss Princess Meghan Markle. I guess she's not a princess because they got kicked out of the family. But she was cool in what's the name of that show? Suits. She was really cool in Suits. I was like, who's this? And I was like, that's Meghan Markle. She's sort of a baddie, low key. But yeah, Netflix is making a documentary called Love Megan to or get delayed to March 4th to focus on Los Angeles wildfire reliefs. Good job, guys. And to support from I don't know what that's saying. I can't read, guys. I just make stuff. I just make movies. Pariah Ayara. Pariah Ayar.
Pariah IR.
Oh yeah, I think I saw this on LinkedIn. Joins Discovery as chief legal officer. Bringing American Airlines. That's crazy. Don't people get beef with American Airlines? I'm not sure if it's American Airlines or if that's another one.
Spirit.
Spirit.
Yeah, people do not like flying Spirit. Spirit is just no, sir. I remember I flew Spirit one time. I had this kid, man. I forgot where I was going though. Where I was going? I think was it that time I went to California or New York? But whatever, man. This kid, man, he just kept kicking my seat, bro. Like, just kept kicking my seat till he kicked my seat till he went to sleep. And I was like, jeez, bro. But I mean, we got there safe and sound. I don't care what flight I'm on. Just keep us all safe in that air, please, man. And yeah, just make the experience better. Spirit, they've been having a whole lot of backlash, but people think it's easy having an airline, bro. A lot of that stuff is well out of our control. We judge the customer experience more than we fully understand what goes into the mechanics of even keeping the airplane up in the air. So at the end of the day, if you on a airplane that's probably not comfortable, I'd rather be uncomfortable than falling out of the sky. So yeah, as long as I'm in the sky when I'm supposed to be and we land correctly and all that, thank you. I can deal with the rest. You know what I mean? It's no different than like a bus. You be on a bus, tight, cram. Hey, you got to get to where you need to go. So airlines, if you hear me talking, regardless of, if the seat's small, tight, or whatever, just keep everybody safe on your airline, please.
Please, please. Yeah, get on Spirit, you become a spirit, you feel me? Yeah. SAG-AFTRA donates $1 million to the disaster relief fund to support members impacted by the devastating Los Angeles wildfires.
That's a big shout out to them. I'm glad SAG-AFTRA did that. It seems like they really doing their thing though, man. After the strikes and all that, bro, they stepping up. It's a good community. But the wildfires, man, that's a big one. Condolences. And for everybody who really having a real tough time, down there out there in LA, keep your head up, definitely look up to the man upstairs, but bounce back, the best way you can, and understand, like, you need to be close to the ones next to you. And a lot of people lost their homes. A few well, I know, not just because they're stars or anything like that, people who are not in the, you know, film industry have lost their homes too, and sorry for their losses and whatever they lost in that tragic those fires. But some of the big actors too. I heard Tom Hanks lost his crib too. So, and another thing too, man, like I was looking at some of the news on that, man. They trying to say that maybe an arsonist started some of that stuff. So they're not really sure how it happened. But that dry heat out there in California, man, a little wind can pick that fire up and push it on other people's houses, and they was trying to say that happened. But the big place, man, and it's gonna take a while. It's crazy how we had that big old flood or weather storm out there in a part of the Carolinas. I forgot what it was, and then you have this too. So it's a lot of stuff going on around in the world, and you got to be careful for it too. And then I heard that they took like what which is another thing that's suspicious too. They took what insurance, bro. Because gotta have like a lot of insurance out there in California, like earthquakes, wildfires, or what have you. I'm not really sure. I gotta fact check myself, but um some insurance dealing with house coverage, dealing with fires, got pulled, and that's kind of making somebody kind of suspicious too. But anyway, man, SAG after donates $1 million, man, to that fund. That's a good thing to do. It sounds like the community is definitely having support, and that's what they need right now out there in Los Angeles.
Yep. And then also Disney gave $15 million, which shoot, they made like $1 billion off of Moana too. You can give $15 million to help out the homies, you feel me? Yup. And that's all we got for the news today. Yeah, definitely maybe I'll do some research about the fires and we'll talk about that. Let me see what we got here. Oh yeah, Gladiator. They just now came out with Gladiator 2, but
Are you not entertained? Isn't this why you're here? Yeah, bro. Was it Russell Crowe?
Russell Crowe.
Russell.
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott, man, he did his thing, man. I love the first one, bro. If you guys haven't seen the first one, do not skip. Don't watch 2 and then watch 1. You will ruin it for yourself. You gotta watch the first one before you see the second one. Me and my grandmother, me and that lady, we used to watch them all the time. That first one, we used to watch it all the time, man. We used to go over our house. We used to have Gladiator on, and it's a real good film, man. A lot of good actors in that. I love the action. I think, cause I've seen Gladiator too, And I would say they did a good job of connecting the dots. Um, you have to see the first one though. I think they had a. I think the first one maybe has a little more depth, but you know, seeing Denzel Washington in the second one, it definitely was dope, surprising. I mean, I don't think we ever seen him in something like a Roman film like that before. So I think he had time to be a little patient too. You know, I know you actors, you guys know about range and having tempo and pacing. I think it's real good at, you know, they didn't, you know, waste or will waste your time on like the blood spill or gore or anything. It's dope. The first one had a lot of good action in it, man. I just think that story probably just a little bit more tighter in the first one. But I would say that I think the second one kind of gave what this generation may want or this time may want, but it also had a little bit of, in my opinion, a little bit of topics that's been circulating around now. You know, with just different cultures, um, different people. You know what I'm saying? What like like just like transgenders and stuff like that, and it's pretty dope though. I think it fit for everybody to watch, like whatever you may be, all walks of life. But that first one by far, nah, ain't nothing topping that first one though. It's usually like that though. It's usually like that.
Nah, facts. Yeah, I know Denzel Washington was in Hamlet, like one of the Hamlet movies that was in like black and white and shit. I still gotta watch
Oh
that.
yeah, he was. And was that the only one? Yeah, the black and white joint. Yeah. I seen that joint. I like how they shot it in what was that? I think it was aspect ratio 4:3. I think that was pretty much how they did that. But yeah, bro, this one is really cool, really cool. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If you watch Mufasa, and this just for one, I want to see if you can. If once you hear this podcast, let me see if you can make the comparison. If you watch Mufasa and you watch Gladiator, tell me what comparison that you see. Gladiator 2. If you watch Mufasa, the new movie Mufasa, and you watch Gladiator 2, tell me what comparison you see.
Yeah, and fun fact: the Lion King's just Hamlet, but
Mm.
lions. That's what I learned today in class, boys, because I'm learning about theater. But we were talking about the Lion King musical or whatever, on Broadway, and yeah, it's just the story of Hamlet, but you know, with lions enjoying, and my boy Pumbaa and Simone.
Moon.
But you and Mom Dukes would be watching, or no, I mean, you and Big Mama be watching Gladiator.
Yeah. Me and my grandma. Yeah, we watched Gladiator a lot. You know, when I was a kid, bro, I used to go over her house like almost every weekend, and she had like a bookshelf full of movies, and we used to just go from like left to right, and it just passed the time. But at the same time, though, like Gladiator was a big one in her house, man. Just back then, man, it was just like surround sound. You hearing all the swords and the people fighting, and you know, we watched a lot of sci-fi a lot. You know, we watched a lot of interesting things, man, and you know, that's kind of how I got my catalog up. That's kind of how I started to familiarize myself with certain actors and started to understand what their names was. Because before I knew actors' names, I would always think like if I watched a new movie with that actor of a previous movie, I'd be like, well, when they just that? So why are they doing this now in their life? But I had to remember, like, you know, it's a whole different movie. So, you know, for instance, like you know, Samuel Jackson, like if he was in Snakes in the Plane, and then you seen him, you know what I'm saying, in Shaft, you know, I was the kid like, hold on, he was just Shaft, so why he on a plane with all these snakes? I thought he was a cop. I mean, he was a cop in that too, but you know, but yeah, man, Gladiator was dope, bro. It was a key. It's not my favorite movie of all time, but you know, Gladiator is definitely a iconic movie to me. So,
What's your favorite movie of all time, Caleb?
my favorite movie on the record, of all time is Michael Bay's 1995 Bad Boys, the first one. That's my favorite movie of all time. That's any time of the day or whatever. I'm definitely watching. You know, Marcus Brunette, aka you know Martin Lawrence, and then you have what Mike Lowry, aka Will Smith, Fresh Prince bro. That the first one, man, no doubt, hands down, that's my favorite movie of all time. 1995, Michael Bay, brother, you killed that.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, since we talked about Gladiator 2, what are your thoughts on reboots? This thing says sequels and franchises, but I think reboots is really the most what's the word? Divisive thing right now. Like people are like, man, don't remake this. Don't remake this. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I think reboots are hard to do. First and foremost, reboots. I feel like reboots is hard to do. Um, I would say, especially if it's like live action, because you have to like hit it on the mark, man. Like in even a sequence or a franchise, like okay, I was kind of mad at how Transformers went. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of mad how because these studios and producers and these movies, bro. Like when y'all make us attached to an actor that we want to see, it's just like it's hard when they're not on that movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or it's hard when it don't reconnect us to what we first loved. You know what I mean? It's like reboots is like, all right, cool. You trying to go back to your first love. Like you get what I'm saying? So it's just it's really hard to do. Timing and everything. Like I be trying to think about like okay, like any film where it's like an actor was like young or something like that, and then you trying to bring it back a couple years later. Of course, that same actor not gonna be that same age, so it's tough, But to go back to the Transformers thing, it's just like you know, you had Sam Witwicky, and then you had Mark Wahlberg, and then you had
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. That's the Wiki. You know what I mean? And then think about when you go to Spider-Mans. How many Spider-Mans we have? When you look at Superman, how many Supermans do we have? When you look at the Joker, everybody know who our Joker is. I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know who our Joker is, but when you look at that type of stuff, man, it's just really hard to do. And the audience, like I said, man, the audience want and demand what they want. So I think when it comes down to that, it's just they need to make them faster, bro. If they make them faster, I think that'd be better. But on a large scale, with how these films be, how are you gonna have enough money to have a reoccurring actor when you have to put it in explosive? You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna have a reoccurring actor when you got to put it in the set location? So I get it, but it's just tough. I think they should leave stuff alone. I mean, think about how they did Fresh Prince. I was talking about Will Smith, but they did Bel Air. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like it's tough. It's just we got a whole new Will. We have a whole new, you get what I'm saying, family dynamic around that, and it's tough, bro. It's gonna be hard to bring those type of times back, and we're not in those times, bro. It's sad. I mean, we're not in the '90s, bro. The '90s is totally different from current 2025. Let alone after what pre-COVID and all that. So it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. I think if it's a hit banger, let it rock. Unless you can really, really, really pull it off. Mm.
Yeah, you gotta pull that thing off because, like, I mean, Beetlejuice did really good. I haven't watched it yet, but that's another thing I need to watch. But the original Beetlejuice, that thing was. I remember watching that whenever I was little. I was like, "Yo, what is this movie?" And then I watched it again, like whenever I was older, and I was like, "Why is this movie?"
Yeah.
Because like it's crazy when you watch like a movie back in the day, and then like you have that memory of it, and then it's not until you watch it again you're like, "I don't remember this being in here at all." Like you probably like fell asleep whenever you were little or something watching it, or just missed a part because you weren't paying attention. But yeah, Beetlejuice definitely did really good. They're trying to remake Edward Scissorhands, which I'm like, bro, you can't do that. Winona Ryder and Johnny Depp, that's the dream team right
Like,
there.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with Johnny?
I'm pretty sure.
Like he don't even I'm looking at Johnny Depp now, and he's not even built the same. Like he'll have to be computerly like AI generated. I mean, not so much, but it's just like I feel like they would add that in there, bro. I feel like they'll make it look computerized, bro, for some reason. I mean, or they have to go with a different person, like unless he's going to be an older guy. See, that's what I'm saying. Like we would want to see Johnny Depp, but I feel like they would probably go way back to where it would make sense because remember how I think I know how they'll do it. They'll probably go back to more of his early beginnings with what's his name? His dad who made him. You remember in that big old crib? 'Cause we didn't get much. You know what I'm saying? So I think they'll probably go dive more back into that, man. I think they'll do that. I feel like that's how it works. Because if you don't, we gotta have old Johnny Depp. Not sorry, Johnny Depp. I ain't calling you old, but we have to have him in there, bro, for real. Because ain't nobody want to see no new scissors, no new Edward scissors.
Well, let me break your bubble because I think they're just remaking the old one with the Zendaya and what's his name? Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, that's what I saw. Timothy Chalamet's be playing over. Like, nah, honestly though, like what you were saying, if they did it like the beginnings where it was just him,
That's what they do, bro.
like him as a little kid,
Yeah.
that would be good. But like, yeah,
Because we already got a young Johnny Depp. They showed us when he was young. You know what I'm saying? And
unless they had an old one, because remember he went back up there and then like, I don't think he died. I think he just disappeared.
yeah, he just like the people accepted him. You know that whole village, that whole neighborhood like accepted him. He had the only crib up there in those big old trees. He was making like different like animals and stuff like that. He even did ice, bruh. He even did snow. So that was pretty dope, man. You know.
He was doing all the ladies' hair.
Yeah, all the ladies' hair making money doing this thing. Yeah, bro. And the other lady wanted to talk to him, you know.
She wanted to do more than talk to him, bro.
Right? She was, man. She was about to cut herself trying to have fun with him. Yeah, man. Leave that man alone, man. He don't even know what's going on. Maybe he do, but give him a little Edward.
Yep. Let's see what it says. Marvel, bro. I don't know the Doom's new Mr. Doom, not Mr. Doom. It's Avengers Doomsday. It's supposed to be. They've leaked some some of the script pages, which I'm not sure if it's like. It looked like sort of fake. I'm not gonna lie, but if that's the real script page, it's sort of funny because it's like, he's like, I am, and then he takes off his mask to reveal that as Robert Downey Jr. He says Doom, and then Spider-Man's like, Mr. Stark, is that you?
Nah, that's dope. I ain't gonna lie. Like for me right now in my universe, right now, man, my storyline or their storyline ended with Tony Stark right now. So unless they bring Tony Stark back, man, I'm watching all the other movies. I'm watching all the old movies. I'll watch the new Jones, but I need my boy Stark in there, man. My boy Stark, bro. He brought us close to our real life, like what they doing in the military and all that type of stuff. Shout out to the military too. But I believe there are some real Tony Starks out there, man. You know what I'm saying? But Tony was it. We had Terrence Howard in there, and then we had what was his name? Cheetah. What was his name?
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle. I ain't gonna lie, Don Cheadle. You cool, man. But I wanted Terrence Howard in there just a little bit more longer. But hey, you did your thing too, brother. You did your thing too. But right now, my book, man, Marvel, I got Endgame on repeat right now, man, and Infinity War. That's pretty much it right now.
Yeah, and I think definitely, I don't know, maybe somebody can do it, but I don't think anybody can be Iron Man after RDJ. Like they've had like a million Spider-Mans, but like you can't replace RDJ, my guy.
Somehow, some way, try to get. I mean, I know what happened to those stones, but hey, somehow, some way, they'll figure it out. Go back to time and try to do some things and make a different move. But hey, they made that thing kind of solid. Like that was his fate, right? So he probably said, if y'all ain't gonna pay me no more for another one, I ain't in this joint. But that was a dope ending, though.
Yeah. What did you think about the Star Wars, like the post-quills, I guess?
Star Wars, man. To be honest, man, I haven't really chimed too much into the Star Wars. My last real good, I'll say Star Wars franchise, man, was what's his name? The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian was really, really good for me, man, because I really thought they was gonna take the Baby Yoda and do some other stuff with that, But now they got the what's her name, Rosario Dawson. I think how she was playing that one alien thing. I think that's pretty cool. But The Mandalorian was the last kind of not spin off or whatever that I chimed into, and that was pretty dope and cool. But yeah, bro, same thing with that. If I look at some Star Wars, man, I'm looking at Mace Windu and them boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to that. You know, I'm watching the race. I'm watching Anakin races them drones and stuff like that, man. So that's what we need, bro. So that's pretty much where I'm at on that with Star Wars, man. Star Wars cool though. Wasn't it George Lucas?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he made them, but like he's not really in making them anymore. It's like different directors depending on what it is. But I don't know. I like the prequels. It's like a lot of people don't like the prequels, but yeah, like the pod races. Those that was cool. They got they got Darth Maul, bro. Darth Maul with
Darth Maul was awesome. I ain't gonna lie, he was awesome.
yeah. I remember I dressed up as Darth Maul, but I mean I didn't have the mask or anything, but I really wanted that mask. But I like the prequels. There's definitely once you get to episode 3, it gets a little cheesy. But yeah. But I don't know. Like the first one, the first movie with like after the original trilogy was alright. Or it was good, but like once we get to that second one, I was like, oh no, they messed it up. And then they made a third one. I'm like, oh no, they messed it up even worse.
I have to do those movies though, man. That like Star Wars is so massive, man. Like it's so dope. We get excited when it's getting ready to be made, but man, you got to pull through, so we'll see what they do.
Yeah, because there's like so many books on Star Wars. Like I remember whenever there you used to have like the book fair in school, I'd begin those books, the Star Wars lore books, and you go in crazy detail. It'd be like a whole page, like this like one weapon or this one character. Even it wouldn't even be like a regular character. It'd be like one of the stormtroopers. This is like all their stuff. Yeah. Let's see. We're coming on 57 minutes for the first episode. I guess we should go through some final thoughts. Maybe tell people what we got going on. What you thinking?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we moving together into 2025 with some good stuff going on this table, y'all. We definitely have a lot of stuff that's coming out this year. We are definitely in pre-production right now. We glad that you chimed in and tapped into this podcast, and we getting some things together in alignment. And it's gonna be an awesome year. It's definitely gonna be an awesome year. The team is getting very strong. We got a lot of great individuals behind the scenes, on this team, and I'm just glad that we putting it all together. So, we got some scary stuff coming out. We got some great drama stuff coming out. The writing is on point. It's on point, and we just gonna execute. 2025. So I'm excited. I can go on and on about it, but I'm just excited, bro, for sure.
No, me too. I'm excited for I'm gonna call it our secret joint because I really don't want to. I don't want people to know it's us until it comes out. Right. I mean, the other three, the 3 short films we got planned, we can talk a little bit about that, but just vaguely. But yeah, that one joint that's gonna take us like all year to make. Definitely, I'm gonna keep that in the dark a lot, but it's pretty cool. We're actually using like vintage stuff, so like vintage gear. So Caleb gonna be learning a lot. Low key.
I'm definitely gonna be learning a lot. And I like, like I say, man, always, my motto, the day I stop learning is the day I die. So, moving from digital now to film, man, bro, like what a great arsenal that would be to just go back and forth. Definitely we are in a digital age, but films are still shot on film. They have not abandoned that format, and being able to be a versatile, cinematographer on that aspect, man, it just make everything just, right for any project. If we need to go here or go there, and that's one thing. That's why I do it. Challenge yourself. Um, get it there. We was. I remember we was just at this local festival, and you remember I was telling that one guy, great guy. I forgot his name, but I was just like, hey, are you chasing someone else or are you chasing your own great? And when you chasing your own great, you always trying to find different ways to, have a different process or have a different way of, showing uh what's on that screen. And it's just like, hey, beautiful moments, taking the right, paintbrush, so to speak, or the right lens, to do your thing. So film and digital, man, that's always a ongoing conversation. People are asking like, should you shoot more digital? Should you shoot more film? I would say, man, whatever fits the project. But being able to be versatile, to being able to use tools at will and know how to use them. Oh man, bro, that's an ace.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, we do definitely got a bunch of stuff coming out, and once we get more stuff, like once we get the team start meeting together, because right now it's just me just putting it all together. Once we get the team together doing some work, I'll definitely try to give y'all some updates, maybe some interviews with some of the team members. If not, it'll be me and K-Love. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't already, follow us on Spotify because, like, yeah, this is our first episode, but we dropping another one next week. And guess what? The week after that, another one. Until we beat whoever we need to beat to get on the top of the Spotify and the Apple Music, you know what I mean? So definitely drop us give us a review or whatever. I guess you do reviews. And also follow us to, see more videos. And then if you're watching this on YouTube, I know you're looking at a picture that I made in Canva in like 20 minutes. But eventually we are going to get some video capabilities just so that way we can give y'all a better experience and also taking like what we do on a daily basis with the film joint and putting that into the podcasting game. So but yeah guys, that's pretty much it. See you in the next video.
All right, y'all, man. Take care. Like I said, man, we got a lot of stuff coming out. So just follow us. Me, your boy K Love. You got my boy Rich. So we can't wait to bring another one back to you guys. And hey, stay safe this 2025 and stay up and blessed.
Stay up and blessed. Bye, guys.